get into gang fights. They like flowers and music, and white girls named Debbie too. Mexican Americans are named Chata and Chela and Chema and have a son-in-law named Jeff. Mexican Americans don't like to get up early in the morning, but they have to, so they do it real slow. Mexican Americans love education, so they go to night school and they take Spanish and get a B. Yeah, leave that in. Mexican Americans love their nanas and their nonos and their ninas and their ninos. Nanu, nanu, nina, no, no. Mexican Americans don't like to go to the movies where the dude has to wear contact lenses to make his blue eyes brown. Cause don't it make my brown eyes blue? And that's all I got. How do you like it?
Oh, that's good.
Pretty good. It's like a...
Hey, Grandma. Ashtray, you little bitch-ass motherfucker. Come over here and give your grandma a hug. Ah, that's my nigga. You been wearing them Jimmy hats like Grandma gave you?
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Oh, my old stinky ass is fine, except for my arthritis in my trigger finger. But I can still stick and move.
I bet you can.
That beating the police give me didn't slow me down a bit.
Scarface quit his job.
Still waiting on that heifer, Julio.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool, and fuck you, I'm out. Happy 420, y'all. Hello, hello, hello.
In honor of our friend.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm West Coast time, so it is going to be a little bit later for everyone else other than the West Coasters. So, hi, I just wanted to come on and say hola, como está, Emilio Estevez, and say happy 420. I don't know what's going on in these streets. I know a little bit. I was being nosy earlier on my way to work. Shout out to Allie. Rawr, alligator. I had a great day today. How about you guys on YouTube streets? It's 420, still where I am. So today is boobs and no booze, but tinctures and wieners. Anyway, I just wanted to come in and say hello because you probably won't see me doing as many lives. I'm going to try to do a live once a week or what have you and play catch up because I'm so twisted. You got me twisted off. Okay, there we go. Look, anyway, I just wanted to have a few moments with some of the people that do engage in my struggle channel. Thank you, and I appreciate your support. I've been doing this for a long time, and I do it for fun. And what I can say is, I'm not signing off or anything. I'm just probably going to be a little bit more limited with the fuckery and what have you. But I've never been a cloud chaser anyway, so. But I will say is I got to learn a lot from all the sectors, especially in the time of COVID and shutdown. It's been very interesting following up different stories and uh, the truth about certain things. And I see what's going on as someone is, I'm not a veteran. Well, actually, technically, I am a veteran of YouTube. If you check out some of my shit from 2006, 2007, it's still here. Look up Woogie Town. I used to have a cable access channel when I lived in Chicago, and some of that stuff's on here. But anyway, but what I'm going to say is I am going to probably slow down a little bit on some of my YouTube stuff, like you guys care anyway. But I'm still going to come up here once in a while. But I will say this: things are very, very, very interesting this week, at least. hmm I'm going to give a shout out to Allie. I usually don't like to impose on people's shows, but I like Allie, and that Allie is one of the people that I've known grow and seen her flourish within the past 2.5 years of being able to be part of both the black sector and the now the beef sector within a year. It's my year anniversary of the beef sector. Anyway, but going with that, I want to say a shout out to 420 again because I'm glad that a lot of people were at least celebrating it. And now with 420, it's starting to become, I think, give it another 5 years. I have a feeling that 420 will possibly, won't be a federal holiday, but it will be a day of kind of, uh, it'll be like what President's Day is. No, that's actually horrible. Those presidents actually did not help with marijuana. Um, I think it'll become kind of like a one of those kind of like American holidays where it's just like go smoke weed or go be with some friends and family kind of thing. Because I don't think 420 is completely all about like getting high and all that. As I always have to say, as someone that is an early millennial, um, I grew up in the age of 420 and being in high school in the late 90s into the early 2000s. I've seen what 420, especially it depends what region you are in, but it seems like most of the country is with legalization. Sorry, Georgia, Texas, you still suck. How, by the way, I come from a shitty home state of misery. Shout out to misery. We used to be cool. But if Texas and Georgia, which are those states are pretty on the map with things, can you just imagine how much money and revenue would go into those states if they just do recreational like the rest of us? I mean, like Oklahoma, like Arkansas, Missouri, like I said. I think Kansas has at least medical. But like Texas, Georgia, y'all really surprised me of how you take marijuana as a crime. Oh, and Louisiana, you're another one. But the thing is, Louisiana, they profit off drug arrest. Oh, Red Wings is here. Hey, Red Wings hockey. Red Wings, that is Michigan. That is actually one of the Midwestern states before Illinois that had medicinal. So shout out to Michigan. hmm it's a little bit more conservative in contrast to what Illinois is, but they have recreation, or excuse me, medicinal before Illinois. Anyway, but these 420 moments, you have to think of the history, because while we're partaking and talking shit, and you heard me have some play some like Cheech and Chong and some half baked. I love half baked. I still remember the lines. And Don't Be a Menace. That's another one. That's my era of growing up. But anyway, um, you think at the times of the when those movies were out, especially like Half Baked. I remember going to the show and seeing that in the late 90s. You could not be outside smoking weed anywhere and you be like, just walk by. I mean, for those who are of the diaspora or for darker hue, we can't be smoking weed in front of the cops. I got to today. And I actually took a photo of some policia. It was the first time in a long time where, because I have my issues with the cops, but today in 420, where I was in the area of the parade and stuff, engaging in cop with the cops and talking to them felt really good. And I'm from the suburbs. I come from a majority white community where I grew up in until I moved to Chicago. So, um, it felt really good on a day where most of us used to get arrested or run. Oh wait, oh, Red Wings. Have you been posting because everyone in Black YouTube sector are missing? Posting what? No, no. I don't even know what's going on in Black YouTube. I just was coming on because it's 420. I I don't know the majority of what's going on. The last time I checked, the YouTube mess was with Kimmy. And that's all I know. Red Wings, I see you all over the place, by the way. I see you all over the chats. You know all the tea. Hmm. Yeah, Red Wings, you do. But just to say this in my own weird high way, 420 is going to be one of those days that people need to realize that it's not about just smoking weed or eating an edible or a day to toke up. You have to also realize those people who have been incarcerated, um, people that look like me and others that have been wrongly incarcerated because a little ounce or a joint or half smoked a joint or a little piece of joint. So 420 is more than that to me. All right, well, what do we do? Okay. Okay, the content creators are not getting the notification. Oh, is that what's going on? See, I think Red Wings, you're my CNN of news. I trust you, but then again, I don't. In other words, I always got to get a different source, but I trust your source first. It's a horrible, actually, it's actually on point how I feel. Yeah, so again, uh, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but it's been messy and everyone is mad. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hey, sister. How are you? Nice to see you, sister. I've noticed this. I don't really let me put this out there. I read people's personality of how they treat people and if there's a pattern. So I've been following the whole Kimmy thing and how everyone's out to get her, but how leave me alone. Stop. Leave me alone. What you doing? Um and oops, oh, that's my bra. Whoops. This shirt's weird, you guys. And I love the fact that people have been getting really, really kind of like mad at her. But here's someone else to be really mad at. I am so tired of Dory and of fucking Mona. I am so tired of them. I rather oh God. I don't know. I just the Dory stuff and the why do you guys enjoy this? It's like watching different episodes of the same show but in slow motion. It's like a repeat. Like I don't understand why everyone is into this the Dory and Mona show. I'm over it. It's boring. And it's actually kind of mentally fucked up what's going on. But if someone's not going to change or make an effort, what's the point of a storyline? This is reality TV. Like Pastor says, he's here for his coin. I'm here for the entertainment. A horse and a mule. Woo! There were so many seasons of Mr. Ed that they could do in the 50s. They cut it all. So this is like one of those moments of like, hey, we have to cancel this show because it's repetitious and no one's liking it. Now, the Kimmy thing, I don't have anything, or Kimmy, I don't, I enjoy her, but I think she's full of shit. But that's just my opinion. But that's neither here or there. It's entertainment. But I guess being part of both of these sectors, you get to understand how people play and how everyone's motives work. It's very easy to figure out. Now, sister's laughing because she knows don't care. We don't care, Dory and Mona. Anyway, moving on. Oh, by the way, last night's show on Pizarro, after Candy cleaned your colon, both you, Dory, Mona, and that crazy lady that's been following Candy. Wouldn't you guys be embarrassed to finish a show by just like talking all this jive shit? And anyway, okay, we're done with them. Let's kick them back into the stable and turn them into Taco Bell and grind them into horse meat and sell them as a taco. Um, the Kimmer thing is a little bit more interesting to me because seeing as Kimmer has was mostly a subscriber and this is her first rodeo of having a channel. You're seeing like the highs and the lows of how things go. What? You also understand? Yeah, some people celebrate that. Red Wings. You know what, Red Wings? You know what? I've heard that from a lot of my friends. Mm. So Red Wings put this up. Mm. Now, someone that used to be in the punk rock scene in certain parts of my life, I did learn that April 20th, first, growing up in the Midwest, um, I found out first that Adolf Hitler was April 20th. That's really fucked up, but true, true, true. And that nigga dead. Or, excuse my language. Let me not say that. But we shouldn't be celebrating him anyway, but we know. Mm. What's Ronald Reagan's birthday? Because to some of us in the diaspora, I'm not going to say Ronald Reagan was like Adolf Hitler because I don't like when people do that. Oh, he's just like Hitler. Like in when Barack Obama was running for president, they started to use that a lot. I don't like to use like he's like Adolf Hitler. I'm like, why can't you say Mussolini? There's so many others. But anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is, um, to us in the diaspora, Adolf Hitler was bad, but some people who lived through the 80s and 90s, Reagan could be kind of like their dictator in when it came to the drug and the crack epidemic and those who were wrongfully targeted. Not a, I mean, I just went too far. Anyway. Oh yeah, we already went there. But god damn it, Red Wings, you threw me off. I was talking about YouTube stuff. Though, thank you for that history. Give it up for Red Wings, y'all. Um, but the YouTube stuff that's going on with uh y'all need to be careful. Because there's certain things, it's anytime you get much clout, fame, celebrity, acceptance so quickly, people tend to bask in that. And when it happens quickly, you know, people get kind of cocky. People think that their shit doesn't stink or what have you. Now, I'm just saying this is psychology 101, y'all. Um, but it's also nice to have allies and to be nice to people and not try to look for everything as content. Now, I enjoyed Kimmy's show. I really do. She's entertaining. But as I'm going to do commentary, I'm just going to say that I know some things are full of shit, some things are full of extra. But if we're going to be extra and we're really smart and we're kind of boule, because I'm not here to brag and I don't brag. But if you're going to play the boule part, sis, you got to do the boule right. And the boule do not announce everything about everything. And we don't use 911 as a joke. Um, and I get it. I get it. I understand. Red Wings, did you have some edibles today? I'm sorry to go off topic here, but Red Wings. I like Red Wings. Are your pronouns him, he, she? I'm not making fun, by the way. Um, I hope you had some edibles because I think you're in Michigan or not. But if you are, I know it's recreational, so you must be high. Because I like that. But with Kimmy, um, girl, you need to your rise is going to be like a one-hit wonder. We can we talk, girl? We're I'm a you know we know what one-hit wonders are, you guys, right? We all know what there was Rockwell, you know, uh who else? Well, Shannon, let the music play. He won't get away. She had more than that. But I always be like somebody's watching me. I could get no privacy. Oh, that's a one-hit wonder. Rockwell, who was Barry Gordon's son, who else? Yeah. Say lovey, say. Anyway, I'm not gonna sing anymore. Um, and too shy, shy, hush, hush, I don't why. And then because I got high, I was gonna and then I got high. Now I'm stuck somewhere and I don't know why. Yeah, because I got high, because I got high, because I got high. La da 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 da. Those are one-hit wonders. So, and they're timeless, right? But when you become a one-hit wonder in YouTube world, you don't have that timeless. You just have like, oh, you remember what's her name? So riding high on YouTube fame within a sector, calm down. Make friends. It's easier to make friends, Mr. Sims. Mr. Sims got the kasha goo goo. Hush, hush. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, I want to play that song. Okay, I'm gonna play that. Can I play that for a moment? Okay, just a little bit. Hold on. Ooh, child, my edible's kicking in. I I'm so glad you guys know who Kaja Gugu is because I'm a nerd. Because that came out in 1983. I don't remember because I was like one. I'm probably gonna get. Hey. Tired of short breath to be contrite. Try a little harder. Something's wrong and not naive. You must be strong. Baby, try. Hey, girl. Move a little closer. You're too shy, shy. Hush, hush. I want to shy, shy. Hush, hush. I want to shy, shy. Hush, hush. I want to shy, shy. Hush, hush. Modern medicine will show you complaints. Try a little harder. You're moving in circles, won't you dilate? Baby, try. Hey, girl, move a little closer. Cause you're too shy, shy. Hush, hush, I want to shy, shy. Hush, hush, I want to shy, shy. Hush, hush, I want to shy, shy. Hush, hush. I knew my numbers were going to go down because of this, but I don't care. Hush, hush, I want to hush, hush, I want to sunshine. Hush, hush, I want to sunshine. Hush, 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 I want to hush, hush, I want to hush, hush, I want to hush, 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 I want. So that was a one-hit wonder in the United States, at least. They were big in England, but the point of me playing that whole song, and the whole thing was Kimmy. Um, be careful being a one-hit wonder because numbers go down, especially when the season gets warmer. And when the season gets warmer, and by the way, may I say that we are in a new age. I'm sorry, you guys. This is one of those awkward, like abstract sweaters, and I have to be very careful. Um, ugh. Anyway, the weather's getting warmer. People with the pandemic is still out, but we're in a new phase in life where everyone is recognizing the new world of where we live in today. So you're going to see less people on YouTube, social media, and the numbers are going to drop. And so what I'm saying is people like Kimmy and other, like and hold on. Like this one lady that's from Chicago. Dude, shout out to Chicago, but she don't claim mm. So let me thank you for the chat. I got this. Okay. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Babe Nation. I just wanted to say thank you for this dare. Babe Nation, thank you so much. That shit's hilarious. Babe Nation. Oh my god, scam and cult. Yeah, no one's gonna like that part. But my point is to be humble, y'all. I mean, for I've noticed a lot of people depend on YouTube. Me, I don't. I don't make money and I don't look for clout, obviously. If you see how many videos and how long I've been on YouTube, does it look like I really fucking care about making it on YouTube? No. If I didn't make it in 2005 and 2006, when I had my cable access show in Chicago with friends and here in the early days of YouTube, why would I care fucking right now when everyone else is chasing the dragon? And I get it. With the pandemic, this was lucrative. OnlyFans, I thought about doing OnlyFans. And I asked my partner. It was about feet. By the way, it was no, I don't do anything like that. And I thought about that, like a lot of other people, but we're in a new chapter. The pandemic is not over, y'all. But what I'm saying is, I see people coming up with these beefs and being just mean, knowing the fact that your money can come up when you're a little bit more organic and less mean, a little bit more nice. My thing is, nice nasty works in the real world and on YouTube. But again, I don't give a fuck about YouTube like that, so I don't make my money off here. Oh my God, Babe Nation. Oh, look at this. Babe Nation got me this. I want to say thank you, Babe Nation. This was some of the best gifts that I got. Okay. I fucking hate that. Honey, I hate that shit too. Just get the fuck out of here. Honey. Ooh. I really fucking hate that shit too. That gimmick's gotta go. These gimmicks that are coming up, Trish, drag on, is not going to happen. It's not going to happen, Trish. I mean, I'm gonna leave you alone, but that drag on, mother, Dragon. Fetch is not going to happen. Honey. And that, can we kill that too? This is I'm seeing the copycats. And again, I'm not old beef sector. I know more about the black sector. I'm new to the whole beef sector. I'm just saying, mm, uh-oh, wait. Red Wings said, Miss Toya got me oh, that's when I was playing. Do 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 do. Can you play some Duran Duran or my? You know I like that shit too. um, I would, but when I play some Duran Duran and any of those three bands that you mentioned, I'ma get shut down. Because I think I played some Motley Crue a couple years ago on my channel, and I think it was "I'm on my way home, sweet home, tonight, tonight." Oh, I like me some Motley Crue. I'm on my way, just set me free, home, sweet home. I actually like that. That I don't sing, by the way. I do karaoke. That was probably bad, and that's why my numbers dropped because I was singing. Anyway, mm, I am enjoying the 2 or 3 or 5 people that are fluctuating in this whole crowd. Thank you. Because I probably won't be here for another month or so. So, anyway, but with YouTube, I think a lot of us need to stop depending on the fact that this is going to be a money pit, y'all. And kudos to those people who are making money, but to end relationships and start beefs because, like that, like GX, he desperate. But I even have to stand up to the whole fact of like the whole Watergate, because this is what it was, Watergate with GX and Kimmy. Um, that dude, it is his bathroom because he's shown his bathroom before. And you can't, we've all rented. I'm a homeowner as well and a renter, but we all know that you cannot look up people's utilities without a social security number, date of birth, and all that stuff. So we can't. You gotta be better than that, sweetheart. You gotta. You just. We are room for your roof, Kimmy. You just. But anyway, and here's another thing I don't like what's going on. Yeah, I guess I'll be on a tangent because it's 420. Um, the whole sorority and y'all really need to stop with the I even said too much by making fun. Um, y'all need to stop with the whole sorority and like Mason and Eastern Star stuff. That shit's hilarious. Funny. And you shouldn't talk about it. I'm just saying. Man. Oh, see, yeah. Oh, right. Well, I'm looking like things are looking up in my window. Let's see what's going on. I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of things. Should we drive? Driving. La di da di da. Oh, look, it's me looking at me. Oh,
CX.
Goosey's
Kim says
on.
he's arguing with me about $30. Ross says, how the fuck he didn't know your cash app? He does, he's lying. I know that's crazy. Is it still showing 4 videos? It seems
Oh,
like
see, Goosey's live. Oh man,
yeah,
see,
no, delete
I'm gonna harass Goosey
nothing.
and
This is
play his
nothing.
stuff. I like Goosey.
This right here, it says, since he doesn't want to pay me, get the fuck out of here.
Ooh.
This is nothing. Oh, wait. This is something. So,
Okay.
this text message right here is hot. Ooh.
Let me not do that. Let me not play someone else's live because that's disrespectful. Oh, child. I guess I gotta catch up on today's footnotes. I'm not gonna be here to assume anything, but what I will say is the fact of the matter is, oh, another EXO, can you come up for a moment? Can I talk to you? Can't come and talk to me. I really wanna meet you. Um, is it okay? The reason why I want to talk to you, because you and I have been in the same chats talking about certain things, especially when it comes to the community and how being from both sectors, you're seeing how things are going on. I was talking about this a little bit earlier. Um, are you willing to come up and just gaze in the water with me for a hot minute? Plus, this is a struggle channel. Don't nobody watch this. Nobody watches this channel. Oh, and happy 420, by the way. That's why I don't, I smoked a little bit earlier because I was having cramps. Um, but I've been doing edibles because I have cramps. Oh, yay, she did. Okay, I'm about to have a meltdown love fest with you.
Hi, how are you?
I am fine. Um, thank you for coming up.
You're welcome. Thank you for the invitation.
Yeah, you're very welcome. I noticed within the last times that we've been in chats together, um, you and I have the same kind of ideology when it comes to certain things. We have different kind how we treat people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been one of the most important things I've noticed that I trust you as an ally within both of these black beef sectors.
Mm-hmm.
Is that weird to say YouTube ally?
Yeah. No, not really.
You know,
No. I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of free spirited, so I go where I want.
yeah,
I live my truth. So.
exactly. Ditto. Ditto. And like I was talking about trying to catch up with what was going on with the beef. And I mentioned the whole killer thing. Uh
I don't know that lady, but I fuck with Gator, so sorry for the curse word.
oh no. We say fuck
Oh.
you, motherfucker, motherfucker,
Oh
motherfucker.
yeah.
We say all types of motherfuckers here.
Okay.
Namaste.
Namaste. I was just being respectful because some people
Oh,
don't.
oh yeah, girl. No, I because I like you, and I
Thank
here's
you. Yeah.
yeah, here's something that I really appreciate you. See, I said I was going to have a love fest with you, because I was just talking about like during COVID how much uh gravitating into these sectors and this whole YouTube way of life, and then now I'm working more, so I'm doing other things now, and how
Mm-hmm.
everyone else is, and I'm talking about all these like stupid beefs where I'm saying like you need to actually be nice to people right now because the weather is getting warmer, people are going out more, and the fact that matters like the all this stupid shit. You can find great content and drama without you trying to make extra shit when
Yeah.
the weather's getting warmer, people are finding more work, people are not going to be, you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I'm getting what you're saying.
Humble thyself.
Like the beef. Well, I don't really have beef with anybody. I kind of
I
like
like
I'm
Diva was
kind of like
my
chill and I do my own
only
thing.
Diva,
And
Diva was my only one.
I don't want to talk about that. I said what I had to say about that whole
We don't have to.
situation
No,
and I
we
let
don't
it go.
talk
I
about the
released it to the
past.
universe. I don't really care. So
We
at
don't
the end of
talk
the
about the
day,
past. We don't
hmm?
talk. We don't talk about the past.
Yeah, I'm moving forward. So, but yeah, like I like a lot of different content creators for what they do. And sometimes when they beef, I don't like it because it's kind of awkward. Because when they beef with other content creators that I like. So, kind of makes me feel kind of uncomfortable. And I always say, you know what? Eventually, they're gonna like get along again in like a couple of months, and they're not gonna, you know. That's why I say like just sit back and watch and stuff. You know, when people are beefing, just like don't get involved because why are you getting involved? Like if they did something to me personally, that's different. But if these people are beefing with each other and you like them and you support both of them, just stay out of the way. I'm
Right.
kind of in that mindset where I like certain content creators for what content they put out. And if they decide to get into it with another content creator, I'm not getting in it. I'm
Right.
not. I'm not.
And
Where
I
I
don't
am with
think
it.
you've ever seen me put myself into someone's beef because I don't start. I go by the motto: "Don't start no shit, won't be no shit."
Yeah, do no harm, take no shit.
So I come from that motto. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but I do see. But what I do is I observe a pattern, and I see how people treat other people. Por ejemplo, Gotti.
Yeah.
Gotti, I troll because I when he used to come on panels, I would troll him to get off the fucking panel because you're ruining it. You're
Mm-hmm.
killing the vibe. So that would be my troll. And it was because like you're killing, get off the
You're
stage.
draining all the good energy and stuff, and you're bringing up negative shit that has nothing to do with the topic. So yeah, I understand that because I used to do that too with him. Because I'm like, why are you coming up here talking about
And Rex.
things
And
that are
Rex was
inappropriate to get a response out of people on the panel?
Rex would be another person, and so that would, and I'm like, you're killing everything, and but these are people. But anyway, moving on.
I
But what
kind
I'm
of have
most,
a soft spot for Rex, and that's just my personal shit. Like
that's you, yeah, that's you. I just
that's
don't.
why like that day that he cursed me out on another person's panel, I didn't respond to him. I didn't even like go off on him because I knew like I already know what's
I
going
wouldn't
on.
do that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't. I wouldn't have went off on him because his life is sad. So I
I
don't.
mean, it could get better if you make the decision to do that, but I
No,
mean,
probably he
we
should
all have free will. We all have free will. So,
part.
you know,
I can't feel empathy for someone that's not trying. Or excuse me, I can't actually I can feel empathy, but I can't feel sorrow for you. There's
yeah.
a difference between empathy and sorrow. And so if you
Like I said, we all have free will to do whatever we want to
and
do.
that's exactly, yeah. And
So,
see, this is how we're not disagreeing, but I see what you're saying, where you're coming from.
hmm
And so I like that. Um, but I also like the fact that you're an artist of some sort.
yeah, I've been tapping into it. It's kind of like my way of healing.
Tattoo.
No,
You you
it's
were born with an artistry, weren't you?
yeah.
Mhm. What started and who did it, and because I got mine. If you show me yours, I'll show you mine. Uh, of what? made you who you are?
Mm,
And
I
there's
don't know.
many, I know. Yeah.
Life in general, my experiences, finally being able to open up and say how I feel and what I'm thinking in the moment, and not really giving, a fuck about what people have to think about me at that moment. I understand that a lot of my content has gotten kind of dark, but this is just my
I,
way of expressing myself. I'm not in demon mode. I'm just expressing myself. I may go
it's
back to the
valid. That's a part
butterflies and
of
rainbows and mushrooms in a bit, but this is just where I am right now. And this is
Mhm.
just my way of processing certain things that I have experienced in life. What's up? Hi, Papa. That's my dog. He's in my face. So,
Yeah.
yeah, but I'm happy. I have a lot of other like artistic creative ideas that I want to come out with, and I'm kind of trying to reach out to people. Black alt. I don't really see a lot of us in the sector that likes the type of music that I like, and if we're going to be honest, we technically created everything. I mean, by what I
I
mean by
try to
we,
tell us that. I
we
try
created everything. Like my biggest thing is house music. I love house music. I love rock and roll, and
I
I'm
love
sorry, but we created
I have
everything.
punk rock on my leg, on my thigh. I'm
Mhm.
punk rock because not only is punk being black or of excuse me being of the diaspora
Mhm.
is punk rock because it's
Yeah.
strong, but we
Yeah.
create music.
Yeah.
And so, and then there's a lifestyle and there's an attitude. And to me, I've always been punk rock. I live by that motto. Though a lot of people that started with punk rock, they were a bunch of sellouts. But punk
Mhm.
rock is also black, and it's a way of mind, and it comes from rock and roll. And I love rock, ciao, and country music. I have a bunch of vinyl. I DJ once in a while. So
Ooh, why don't
I
you do
DJ
that on here?
vinyl, and like because I go from Talking Heads, I go to the Stones, I go to I'm a hardcore David Bowie fan. Prince, I grew up with. When it comes to hip hop, I have a bunch of like LL Cool J, Chubb Rock,
Mhm.
uh, Public Enemy. My first hip hop concert was Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh when I was 7 years old in 1988.
I
My
wasn't even born yet.
You were born yet? Oh gosh.
I'm only 33. I mean, yeah,
You're
but
19 you
I love like music before my time. Like I feel like I connect more with it than today's music, to be honest with you. Like I can listen to music from the 1920s and I just vibe out to that. That's just
yeah,
where I'm at with it. A lot
I've
of
been
people
in
feel
a
like
Donna Summer thing.
I love Donna Summer.
I've been listening to a bunch of Donna like, why am I in this Donna
I don't know.
Summer? Like,
Sometimes it's all about the vibration and energy that
and
certain
then
music
like
brings.
and then a bunch of Sylvester. Like my new jogging music is mixed with Larry June, hip
Mhm.
hop, SZA, and some Donna Summer and Sylvester, and then Chic. Like, where is my mind? Where is my mind?
Where is
Where is my mind? I've seen them live there. And I have a bunch of rock and roll stories too.
I would love to hear them.
I'll tell
Also,
you.
they're
I'll tell
having
you.
this.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. They're having this Black Electronica festival in New Orleans. So
When? When?
I think May 22nd, no, May 26th to the 29th.
That's
So
like
I
next
plan
weekend.
on going to that. Like I want to, like I was going to go to Ultra this year, but I was like, nah,
I went to
nah, it's
Ultra. I used to
overplayed.
go to Ultra. I used
Yeah. And I was like, I'm gonna go this year, and I was like, no, I'd rather just work and do some other things I have to take care of. But I was like, I really, really want to go to New Orleans because I've never been, and I've always wanted to go. So I'm like ready to to do some little bit of traveling and just have
Go to
fun.
Nolans. Go to Nolans. That's like my fifth home. I used to go there every summer. And the years between 1997 to 2003 were my best years because I used to go to Nolans all those years. Those are like my high school years. And so, ooh, child, go. Hmm.
I am. I'm excited.
Hmm.
And I might be going with someone special, so I'm excited. Like, you know.
There's this energy, especially what the vibe that I get off you, that energy that you're gonna get because when you first lay into like Louis Armstrong Airport, ooh child, there's weirdest energy that you get before landing, and you're like, is this real? You feel kind of like the ancestors. No
Mhm.
shit. And you feel some kind of really empowerment. And you know that's as close to home in these states that we live in that
Yeah.
you're gonna get other than the Carolinas where the Geechees are. Um, but yeah, girl, I'm surprised you ain't been here.
Look,
Mm.
I it's a long story, but I'm excited and I'm finally like back to being myself. Well, not myself, but you know, I'm going through transformation, so it's fun. And this is something that I'm interested in doing and um I get to see like everyday people's gonna be there. Aluna from Aluna George, like a lot of old school like melanated electronic dance artists are gonna be there.
Yes.
So I think that it's perfect that it's gonna be in New Orleans because the culture there, and also I'm also doing some family digging to see like where well, you know if I have any roots in there because I don't know I've been kind of called to go there for a while, but I was just like I don't know about that one.
You got the energy, girl. Was it the energy that told you to go there?
Yeah, I was also told to go to Hawaii, but I'm like, why do I gotta go to Hawaii? I've been there so many times. Like, what's there? So, you know, I think that's my first stop. Like, go to New Orleans, have a new experience, get out of my comfort zone. You know, so you know, I'm excited and I'm happy.
I'm curious to ask you as well because
Mhm.
I'm very fascinated because you're South Florida and
Mhm.
correct. I don't
Yeah,
want to say no mas. But and you're also Afro Latina.
Afro Arab actually.
I know about those too.
Yeah.
I learned a lot when my aunt used to live in the Middle East, and so
Hmm. My dad's side of the family is from Lebanon and Morocco, so I'm learning about that too. Like I'm like
but
as I'm going along on this
that's
journey
African
called life.
American to me, like Charlize Theron.
Yeah, I mean,
But it's
I'm
cultural white supremacy culture.
yeah, I'm just look. I'm sorry. I am all for like the political and equal rights, but until we as a people can come together despite our religious, spiritual,
Mhm.
sexual orientation, anything, like I don't really think that that's gonna go anywhere.
Mm-mm.
I don't know.
Mm.
Maybe that's my Pluto and Scorpio speaking because we're all about transformation and breaking shit down and recreating and breaking it down until it gets right. So
Well, that's what we do as a
that was some
people.
astrology stuff, huh?
Well, I mean, to me, that's what we do as a people of the diaspora. And see, I always say diaspora
Mm-hmm.
because what made me start saying that more was when I was in Europe, they were calling Black people in Europe African Americans. And I said, what the fuck is wrong with you? This was in Bath, by the way, which
Mm-hmm.
Bath is an old Roman town. Bath is where a lot of Nubians like us were, and we were powerful in that part of England, little well toward the end, and then we were slaves. But uh, but I think what makes me mad. talking about within the sectors.
I'm sorry, but there's so many talented people in both sectors. And I really hate to see a lot of people like put their talent to waste for meaningless drama. I'm
That's
just being
what I'm saying.
honest.
That's actually what that's actually what I'm kind of saying is like humbling yourself by like you don't have to be extra with the bullshit. Things will organically fall into place with bullshit.
Hmm.
And especially with the time of and I was making the reason why I was mentioning that because everything that you're saying is going, oh, was that me?
No.
Oh, okay. Um
Let me go on mute.
Uh, but what I'm saying is basically like, the money is going to slow down. And if you don't humble yourself and you don't make friends, especially as a new YouTube uh, creator, content creator, you're going to suck. You're going to be a one hit wonder. That's why I was playing Kajagoogoo earlier. You can
I
unmute.
missed that. But I felt like if we're going to be honest, right? And I'm not just speaking for me or for you, but there are a lot of content creators that actually put out original content that don't get the views, that don't get the subscribers,
I
they don't
agree.
get the recognition. And I
I
feel
agree.
like there's a big shift coming, and the people who have been putting in the work with their talent and their work, they're going to get recognized.
I
That's
agree.
why, I get it. Like people are gonna want to fight and argue and stuff, but at the end of the day, like let's get a bag. Let's show these other um, sectors that are not melanated bound how talented we are. And I get it because YT likes to push certain uh what's the word
Derog
certain derogatory stereotypes about.
stereotypes, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't like that because there's so many different content creators that are talented. They put out their content, they only get like 5 views and they only get one like. And I'm like, what the hell? And I just go and I like to go and like research and look at different people. And I'm like, dude, this person's so talented. Why they're not getting recognition?
There's so many of us uh, that are very creative and that are out there that are nerds and who are like there's so much. And what hurts me more is that I'm glad like the TS era is kind of dead. But then there's also other things that are hurting part of the sector as well with the conscious fraudulent cult
Oh
sector.
God. I
We
mean,
made
look,
it for that
I'm in
time, y'all.
I'm
I
in I'm into
never
spirituality. I'm
never
into all of
subscribed to
that.
that shit.
But spirituality is something that's for you and you alone. You cannot take on what all these so-called conscious community people are saying. You have to do your own research and you have to experience it yourself. Okay, you have to have your own mind. That's the point of being into spirituality. It's called free thinking, having your own mind, your own body, your own soul, not conjoining with other people so they can, drain you of your energy, your gifts, your knowledge,
And it's
your
all and it's
ancestry.
most and
That's crazy to
it's
me.
only about physicality when it becomes about nothing but intercourse
I mean,
and
that's
sexuality because that
that's
comes
sacred.
it's very sacred. But what I'm also talking about the fact of like I know what a cult is, and plus I was raised Catholic, so uh,
Pentecostal.
but there's different layers,
Mhm.
especially in Catholicism and in Pentecostal, and I've seen some of those layers in both.
Yeah.
Um, but also what I'm saying is with cults and the hierarchy, sex and sexuality become a mainframe because that's part of the power. And I used to study cults in college. this is why I got my liberal arts degree. Eh, Uh, because I was kind of fascinated with the whole cult thing and Jim Jones. And that's why I'm kind of know how people play on YouTube. And that's why me being a bartender, because I was a bartender for 15 years, y'all, and knowing and seeing how people program people and how things work and how the human psyche and how there's a pattern when you see a pattern of things is very, very interesting, and especially on YouTube. Dude, I'm so mad at my friend. Shut up. Uh, he dumbass. He
But do
left
you
me
realize that when
arrested.
they use in these cults they use sexuality, right? And sexual energy is the most potent sexual energy to take from someone. And it
Insecure.
and it also comes from, like, this is deep, but we'll get into it. Like that root and sacral energy is where majority of our gifts lie at, and that's why sex and abuse come hand in hand when it comes to cults.
Yes, totally. And with religion as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
religion. Hmm.
because that's why I became more of a spiritual person. Because I'm not saying religion and cults are the same thing, y'all.
But do you know they call it religious cults? I haven't heard spiritual cult not once in my life. I've always heard of religious cults, not spiritual cults, right? Because spirituality is supposed to be about freedom and liberation and being yourself
Within,
and loving you,
within,
good, bad, and ugly.
here, 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 within spirit.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
And that's why I always, and especially with us within the diaspora, because I got into one of my friends. She's a good friend now, but when we first met, we were playing a game, and I had not met her. It was during COVID, and I said something about, "Oh, you mean that slave Bible?" Because it's a slave Bible. The Bible,
Yeah, it was used to control our ancestors into submission. I
and some of
mean,
us don't
I
get
mean,
that
you
yet.
have to. That's not the real Bible. The real Bible is the Sefer. Why are
Mhm.
there books missing? There's like at least 6 books missing from the Bible, the actual real Bible, and it's not really called the Bible. But
But my thing is, like, it's like, why would I like want to? I don't trust the remake. Ew. Like, why would I want to see Footloose 2 Electric Boogaloo? No,
oh my
that
god.
ain't, I don't trust that. So I can't trust. Why would I trust that King James? Like, when he said, like, slave, obey your master. And in marriage, it was obey. I'm like, ew, why would you mean that way?
Hmm.
So I
I
don't
mean,
trust it.
they've taken a lot of words out and put a lot of words in as a way to control. And like that's why I don't really do the religion. I respect people's decisions to be whoever they want to worship, but for me, I'd rather be free and liberated and make my own decisions and
I have
let
a
and
very big, important
and
question for you.
yeah.
I'm going to cut you off. You're in the state that I hate the most right now.
Oh my god.
I pay attention, and I do a podcast too. It's called Some Call Me Tim. It's on mutinyradio.fm.
Can you put the
Please check
link
it.
so I can subscribe?
Oh
I
yeah,
love podcasts.
yeah. I've been doing it for 6 years. It's called Call Me Tim.
Okay.
But I fucking hate your state right now because you have D Satan.
Mm,
Um, what the fuck?
mm. I don't like this. I don't like this new bill they put out either.
The,
So,
the, the whole gay, don't say gay, which I love the clever, the teacher. Ooh, teachers are smart.
hmm.
Because they found a way of like saying that for straight parents, like, oh no, we can't say husband or wife. No, yes, sorry. I'm like, see, that's why we have thinkers, and you
But a
guys are
lot
the
of them are walking
United
off the
States. What
job or
the fuck,
quitting.
dude? You're not in Central, and you're not in Northern, but How's the South? I can tell you about my area if you tell me yours.
Look, it's a shit pile. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, how are we supposed to be making changes if you guys are going backwards?
Mhm.
Do you feel like we're like in a time warp? Like it's not really 2022. Like we're back in like
Regression.
the time. Well, I feel like we're going backwards. Like the
Regression,
actual.
right? That's
Hmm?
regressing.
Yeah, we're going back in time
Yeah,
again.
regress because progress, because I'm a progressive, so that means move forward.
Hmm.
Regression means you're moving
To go
back.
back.
And
Yeah.
so, yeah, we're learning everything that our parents, aunts and uncles and grandmothers and grandfathers who were raised in a stable kind of family like that worked or were part of the civil rights movement, passed the baton.
I'm waiting. I already got it. But we need to make the changes, the actual correct changes. And um, I just feel like a lot of this stuff is a distraction from what the real pandemic was. I don't know if you noticed, but we're not really talking about the pandemic anymore. What's the next topic? What's the next
Well,
distraction?
no, well, here's the thing.
Are we gonna start talking about child trafficking
No,
and
we're not gonna. We don't care about the kids. Fuck the kids. The United States used the kids and family values. Look at the Republican Party. Their family values, but yeah, Mag Getz is still in part of the party. So yeah, they're really about family values. But everything is, let me tell you something. I'm in the politics. I've always been in politics. I got a text tonight because I donated to Nina Turner and homie in Louisiana. Uh, I donate to progressives. Cori Bush is my girl out of St. Louis. Uh, Shania Walton out of Buffalo, who won the first Democratic Socialist who won that was snatched.
congrats to her.
You know about her, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then even in Florida, when Gilliam was up, and I actually like him more because I'm like, ooh, you're a switch hitter.
I didn't like the fact that they tried to shame
Like
him.
I
I
feel like
mean,
you more. I'm like, you do drugs too? Oh, okay.
yeah.
We've been
What's-
there. Mm.
I don't know if you
Not like
noticed, like
that.
in the media, there's a lot of how do I say this?
But I didn't. But the thing is that he was so close. It was the stuff that was going on in Central Florida because I was paying attention. Because I
Hmm.
voted, I put money into him. I That's the year in 2018. Oh, that was before the pandemic. Oh,
Yeah,
more,
I know.
more
Yeah.
cash flow. I was donating to like Stacey Abrams, Andrew Gillum, paying attention, and Corey Bush, which is my home state of Missouri. So I was paying attention, and Andrew was so close. But some Black women in Florida have this thing about charter schools. And I read the statistics of Black women that voted for DeSatan.
I can't with you. This thing. Yeah. Um, I just feel like
Who's
if you're gonna
Louisiana?
vote for people, vote for the people that are gonna actually be for in your best interest. Black
And
people.
it's the same for like people in my home state of mid. Well, no, there's gerrymandering. Never mind. But I know, so I have some coons in my family too. Ugh, I don't talk to them as much, but they're not that coonish to vote for white supremacy. And
Hmm.
it's so funny to me that even within the church, that's why I don't like to talk about church and the Bible and oh Jesus, blah, blah, blah. Uh, y'all not gonna like this. Um, I just I think spirituality and I hear a little feedback.
I'm gonna go on mute. Okay, I'm listening.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that sounds much better. Sorry, that was freaking me out, man. I'm rambling on. But just saying, as being raised Catholic, and I've noticed within religion and all parts of Christianity that there's so many flaws. The only thing that I've learned as being a good so-called Christian or a humanitarian is do unto others as one would do unto you. That's one of the 10 commandments. That's the one that I go by the most. Oh, you're gonna mute yourself, girl. Uh,
I was being respectful while you were talking because
oh yeah.
my dog is moving around and stuff. So I apologize.
Oh no, no.
I'm so sick of this damn alarm. I swear. I changed my batteries on my alarm. It's so embarrassing. So freaking loud. She's so loud. I swear. I'm sorry.
Dude, you're good. I don't hear anything, dude. I thought I was just rambling on. I was letting you talk.
No, we're having a conversation and it's interesting. No, but continue because I'm interested in what you have to say. I like look. I love people who have their own mind, who doesn't like who likes to speak how they want it, how they their opinion and how they feel. Free thinker. I really don't like people who just feel like they have to agree with everything that I have to say and I have to agree with everything they have to say, and we can be respectful at the same time and come to some type of medium and be like, oh, okay, I learned something, you learned something in the story.
Here's something I've always and I've never trusted, especially that goes on in within our community, is when you throw a Bible verse and you want to cuss a motherfucker out, and you say, and then I got the blood of Jesus. I never trust those people because they always become the snakes in the grass. And so that's why I'm like, come here. Stop with the Bible verses. And I'm a good Christian woman, but motherfucker, I can't curse like she does. I can't. I mean, I can
I don't
psychologically hurt
look.
you.
That's their walk with Christ. I'm not passing judgment. Look, man. Like a lot of
Uh,
people think that I worship the devil, but I don't. But okay, like
but how you gonna use? But how you gonna talk about like the Bible and Jesus, and then like saying, "Well, fuck you," blah blah blah. That's isn't that hypocrisy?
I mean, today's Christians are not as pious as they were a long time ago.
You being quiet, bitch. I'm being ignorant. That's actually, I'm not being ignorant. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, I see it too, but I'm just like, okay, you say you're a
Just
Christian, right?
yeah.
But
But
you
I'm not. But here, this is not a Christian bash. A Christian
no.
bastion. It's not a Christian bastion channel. Um, it's not because I do appreciate things that I grew up with. Like I said, do unto others as one would do unto you. But I'm just talking about those who use it as a pawn, as like, and I got the blood of Jesus, and then I'm gonna cut that motherfucker up in little tiny pieces. I'm like, wait, what? You just
That's
talked
when you
about
have to use discernment because a lot of people can say Jesus Christ, but look at their heart and their spirit. Are they reflecting what Jesus Christ was teaching when he was here? And I honestly,
that's if it was. I'm just
Jesus
saying.
Christ was an ascended master like Buddha and Muhammad. No offense to anybody. I'm just putting out some facts. That's it.
Well, I'm gonna say if Jesus Christ was really him, he had hair like wool because look
He's a
where he
black
was, you
man.
guys. Look at the
Yeshua.
temperature. Did he look like Brad Pitt or did he
No,
look
he was
like
a black man. He
he was
had
a
skin,
blood
bronze skin. He was a
darker than
melanated
me,
man.
y'all. Darker than me. Hair like wool.
Hmm.
And some of you in the diaspora have white Jesus. You know they have a white Jesus
They
in
use
the
white.
street.
You know who
It's,
that white man really is?
hmm?
That's Borgia. That's Prince Borgia. The actual name for Jesus, actually, his real name is Joshua. So I mean, yeah. Well, yeah.
But I mean, that's if you guys believe in him. But my favorite, My favorite thing in the Bible was Mary Magdalene anyway. Mary
A lot of
Magdalene.
people use her as an ascendant master too. As someone that they believe that a lot of people believe that she was here as a messenger to help women in particularly. So yeah, it's so much different information. We're not in the age of Aquarius anymore. So yeah, I mean we're not in the age of
Are
Pisces. We're
we
in the
in
age of
spring
Aquarius.
solstice? Because your time, you're at 1:47, right?
Yeah, I'm up.
I'm 10:47. So you're happy spring. It's spring solstice, I believe.
Yes, and I'm excited. I got through that full moon though. That was a tough one, but I got through it. I'm Pluto retrograde is coming up soon. Then we have the eclipse, and then
Yeah,
what else?
that's
And then we have a new moon.
new moon.
Mhm.
And then Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, taco and non-alcoholic beer.
I don't I just like to make fun of gringos acting like assholes. So mhm.
Why do people don't like you? I think you're fun. Like you remind me of like what's that lady? You remind me of like the free
Me?
spirited. Yeah, like you remind me of like those free spirited hippie people. Like, you
Well,
know.
let me tell you why. Well, it's because I'm me. And those are the same people that used to like want to beat me up and like make fun of me and say like you talk white and you're not black enough. Blah, blah, blah,
Oh, I
blah.
used to hear that all
But
the time
those people
too.
are poor to me. And poor, and I'm not talking about economics, though I can be petty that way. But I'm talking about in their mind and their spirit. So if
Hmm.
you're going to talk to me in that way, I give people chances. And I can tell. I'm like, oh, you're one of those type. You're you're a disappointment, and so you don't know anything about us. So I'll let you live until you say something stupid, and then you say something stupid, then I'm gonna be an asshole. Nice, nasty.
No,
Just
because
don't start
I grew
no
up like that
shit.
too.
Won't be no shit, dude.
Like, yeah,
I
I
was
used to get
like,
teased about how I talk to, and I'm like, dude, I'm black. I love being black. Like, I just speak proper English.
when I first moved to St. Louis from Springfield, Missouri, which is a predominantly all white town, when I was 13 years old, I was really excited to be. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna be around my people. It's gonna be great. Wrong, 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 wrong.
Hmm.
No, it was harder because that's where I got teased about me and my character and me, the way I was just saying, like talking white and all this stuff. But then there's a culture of us that dealt with that within us.
Yeah,
So it's not
yeah.
me. So I found out I'm not crazy and I'm not a self hater. But I found out those people that act like that were the most self haters.
Hmm. Yeah, cause I'm originally I'm up from blah, blah, blah. I'm from up north, and then I was stationed in California, and I never had that. But when I came down here as a kid to South Florida, and then I came back home when I got the military, I was like, what the hell? Like, this is supposed to be the place where like it's a crock pot of different
Mm.
cultures and stuff. And I never really like fit in with the people down here until like, I found the people I'm supposed to be cool with. But I always used to get teased like, "Oh, you sound like a white girl. You're an Oreo." And I'm like, "What? I never heard
Oreo
that
used to be
before.
my
What is that?"
name. Oreo, yellow cake, red bone. Oh, yeah. Oreo that was summer of 1992 to like 1997.
Summer 2007 for me. I was like, "What? What is that?
Oh,
Why
excuse
are you
me. No,
calling me that?"
no,
Or just
Oreo
white
was
girl. I'm like,
yeah.
"What?" So I just
Yeah,
started
mixed
hanging out
nut,
with.
mixed nut was during the early 90s, so I remember that.
Well, I'm
Uh,
glad that's kind of like changing, with this new generation that's coming after us. Because
I think
I noticed that's going out of the window. And you know what's so funny? Like things that we were doing when we were younger, like the younger generation, it's like they're bringing it back, and they're like so open and raw with it. And I'm like, holy shit! Like, I wish I could have dressed like a goth when I was a kid, but I can still do that though. But I'm just saying, or I wish I could wear like anything I wanted to wear when I was a kid. But then I'm like, you know what? You're grown. You can do that now.
I do. You still do it. Don't ever give it up. Never give it up. My cousin, she was born in 1994. She lives with us, so we're like one big family. I was there when she was born in 1994. So, and I was like 12 going on 13. So I always tell the story of like, I was there at the hospital when you were born. And her mom was there when I was at the hospital when I was born. And her mom's turning 50. And her mom is like 10 years older than me. So, and so on. So it's pretty cool. Um, but I asked her things, and now she's like almost 30. She's like, now her sister, Makara, who was born in 2002, who is 20
Mhm.
years old. So now we're asking her. And plus, Makara used to always play in my clothes. And she also used to play in my makeup. And she always said, I want to dress like you and be cool. And she's so cool like me, how I would be if I was 20 years old right now. And it makes me so proud because she lives in New York and she goes to, you know, she's in art school. She's so cool. I'm like, God damn, kid.
It just shows you how you grew up, and like it's exciting to see younger people who are able to fully
Black
express
people that
themselves.
are not just this whole stereotype mindset
Hmm.
of like you stop you're acting white or you're acting black. Like, ew. I don't hear that as much, which is
Yeah, me
cool.
neither. Like we get to be ourselves now.
Yeah. But what's sad is we have adults that still think that are our age.
That's because
And
they're
I'm like,
closed minded.
ew,
Closed minded doesn't get you anywhere, but stagnant. There's no growth when you're closed minded.
you just sound like a plantation Negro to me. I just saying.
What are you eating?
Um, Raspberry and pineapple infused with tequila.
Nice.
I had it over in the freezer overnight and I put it out for a
You
moment
made
and
that yourself?
yeah, I did. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's 420 and so I don't
No
want to drink
edibles?
that much. So what was that?
No edibles?
Dude, yeah.
I'm jealous.
Let's see. I had so where I live, you guys already know I live in California. I'm not doxing myself, but it was really nice. I had some great conversations meeting people on my way to where the hippie hill was. I live in the Bay Area. We are known for smoking and all of that. And it was great. And I think I ran into Too Short by accident.
I like Too Short. I don't know. I like Cali music. I think I might move back to California.
It's too expensive. But if you do, call me. Uh,
Okay.
but it was really nice. And it was like really chill. There was no helicopter looking for a murder. 2 in the morning got a fat burger. Like kind of like really chill. I went Ice Cube. Sorry, you guys. I'm cornball. But yeah, it was a really nice 420 day. And it was kind of like my first time out in the park like that. So
That's good.
yeah. And you? Because you guys have a recreational as well, correct?
Yeah, but I can't.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
No soup for you. Yeah.
No, I the most I would do is vape. That's it.
Right.
Like, not weed, but
Well, earlier when I was talking about when it comes to like 420, I was mentioning the fact that it's not just about like smoking, getting high, and what have you. There are other things that go along with 420, which
Mhm.
are, people who have been locked up for small amounts and that are still in prison,
Yeah,
and how it affects us within the Black and brown communities. Um, and then also with it becoming legalized in states, it's already a problem where Black and brown people cannot get dispensaries, the loans and everything else. Well, we should be getting the bag. So that's
I
also a
agree.
whole economic thing that's going on, y'all.
I
So
don't
that's
think
also what
and I
420
think
is
they tried
about.
like when they had hemp and stuff back in the days. What was it doing? It was helping people, with medical issues, mental health issues. I feel like yeah, I even though I don't partake in that, I know that marijuana helps a lot with certain medical issues like mental health, diabetes, cancer. And like, how are you going to stop people from trying to help their communities? And there's a lot of sick people out there that need that type of comfort. It helps them eat, you know? It
Right.
helps them, I mean, this is a conversation for another time because I don't really
I
want
know,
to
I know. I like. I
repeat.
just went all over the world. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. No, no,
Because I
no.
was talking about 420, and that's 420, and I was saying it's 420 is bigger than the,
Yeah.
but
I
yes,
feel like they need to
we're
free
here.
those people out of the jail system for that. But I realize it's a money thing, so it's.
Mhm. And it's also, pharmaceutical companies ain't going to make
Hmm.
as much money. So,
Well, now they're trying to taint the marijuana.
right. They're lobbying with people, and that's why a lot of Black and brown people cannot get some of the money for dispensaries, because it's those friends with that money and that power. Like John Bonham, who was our um, he was the head of the Republican Party during the early Obama years, is now a investor in weed. John Bonham. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, you can look him up. But anyway,
It's all about control, and I feel like, I mean, if they would loosen up when it comes to black and brown communities, I feel like they try to keep a control over us because they
yeah,
already know that a lot of us are healers. We want to help our
and
communities, and
money.
it's about money. And they
And
know that,
oh, sorry.
they know that once we're always good when it comes to, like, even though like they have the stereotype of how black and brown communities are not good with money and stuff like that, but if you look around, there are a lot of black and brown business owners who are in our communities who are trying to help the community, and they're not sellouts. So yeah, so I get it, it's crazy, but then again, like I said, it's time for a change. Dun, 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 dun. It's coming though.
Like Sam Cooke, y'all. Can I be a little bit hot mess before we go? I got like a couple minutes. So mm, let me get my Barbara Wawa face. Mm.
Yes.
How do you feel about the Candy Lady Log Lady? Is this just a replica of every year? Or is this
About
just
what?
a replica of every year?
No. What? I don't care. Mind my
That's how I feel
business.
as well. I have a
I mind my
question.
business. Like, look.
I like that. I like that. I like that. That's good. That's good. That's good. That one. Hold on. some of the people that you like in the beef sector?
Hmm.
Just asking.
I like Pizarro. I like Jay Wilson.
Me too.
I think he's very interesting.
Me
Who
too.
else?
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
I
yeah.
like Goosey, but he's like in between Beef and Black Sector.
Oh,
I fuck with
that's a
Goosey.
good one. He has his own channel now, so he can be messy and oh, I'm glad.
I just don't like the fact that like sometimes, some people don't like some of the Beef Sector people don't like Black Sector for whatever reason.
They just being biased.
And I'm just like, dude, like not all of us are freaking crazy like the people that you have experienced. Like we're over here, like we're coming in Goosey's chat to hang out with him. You don't have to be rude about
I
it.
get the thing about with Miss Olivia. Okay, Miss Olivia said that I can't come to her chat, though I've been on panels with her on her own channel, and she found out I was part of the Black sector, which I guess I am. I don't know. I'm part of all kind of sectors. I'm diverse, and so and she said, "No, I can't come." And I'm like, "Oh, we're gonna be Jim Crow about this? That's weird, but okay." So I unsubscribed, and I said that to her on the panel, and so we've been
But
talking.
why? Like what is like I understand I'm trying to figure that out. Like why? Like what is the
Jim
reason
Crow,
for
are you really
what
Jim?
is
It's like
what
really
is the reason for telling someone that you can't come to their channel
you're
because
Jim
you're Black
Crowing a
sector? What the
sector.
fuck?
That's what you're doing. Can't sit here, nigga. Like that's
Oh
what
my
it
god.
is. It's like, oh, you're one of the good ones. And I'm like, really, y'all? Y'all are just as ignorant.
Who said that?
Nobody, no,
Oh, I'm about to
nobody said
say
that.
you're
No,
one of the
it
good
just
ones.
feels that
Doesn't
way sometimes. By observation, it just feels and it looks that way. And a lot of
look.
people,
I got blocked by somebody I never had an issue with, and I was just like, all I said was hello. Like you blocked
that's
me because I said
racist.
hello.
That's racist. That's
Black people
racist.
can't be racist. We can be prejudiced.
I know, I'm kidding. I'm using the word wrong. Racism means majority. That's
hmm
what. So that FYI, I used the word wrong. I was just being ignorant and stupid, like some of the YouTube peoples.
Yeah, but be
I'm
careful
very,
with that.
I was just
You know,
being
you might end up on one of
ignorant.
those replay channels. You know, talking about Toya Alta Abstract said that the black people are racist. See. Jesus. Jesus, no one can like be no one can no one can talk and stumble across their words sometimes without people thinking you're saying something
Oh,
you're
no,
not trying to
no,
say.
no, EXO. People get maybe they use the hate because I'm in an interracial marriage. So
Oh.
that's what I get. That's the kind of hate I get. I'm like, come on, you guys. It's
Really?
yeah. And I'm like, you
What
guys
year is it again?
from this.
That law has already been passed, right?
But it's
Where
mostly men. And I'm like, how many Beckys have you slept with? This is not a fair conversation. And that's what I usually say. I'm like, this is not a fair conversation, dude. I
oh
mean,
god, here comes Henny West. Henny, get out of here. Really? That's crazy. Cause like,
yeah, I get a lot of shade because of, and I'm like, really, dude? I'm like, oh, talk
but
about how
what year
stupid I
is it?
am. But
What
it's
year is it? I thought that law was passed already where we could
Loving
marry.
versus Loving, 1967, that was
Yeah.
passed. Actually, that wasn't that long ago. But you
Oh
black men
no.
wanting to sleep with white women, you win.
It was a
But
black woman and a white woman that got arrested for being married. That was crazy. So I don't know. Maybe that's
but
just something that they're.
oh
Look,
no,
I don't
I
know.
think it's funny
My mind
because
gets flabbergasted sometimes when I go online, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like I don't get mad anymore when people like call me like a bulldagger or scissor queen. I'm like, dude, I just come in the chat. I'm chilling. Like I'm not really like I may troll with some of the bisexual girls who still take pipe, but I don't. But like
But can't they
I
be a little bit more creative than that? Like the whole bull dagger thing. I'm like, you guys, it's not funny. It's corny by this point. I'm
it's
like,
funny to me. Before I used to get offended, but I don't really give a fuck anymore.
I
I
don't
just
get offended. I think it's just old and overused. And
like
I'm like,
Junkie
we're
Stunt.
gonna find it. I think we're gonna find another one. Like I used to like carpet muncher because I used to, and switch hitter.
Box cutter.
I called myself a switch hitter a lot, and
Watch,
which
Henny
that's not
West
the
is
tech.
gonna use that.
It's not the technical definition, but I just that's what I used to call myself. But sometimes I do. But the thing is, it's just like the whole. I'm like, oh, we get it. Get a little bit creative. Let's find another noun.
I think people just like to fuck with me because of that. Because I'd be like, because I'd be like, hey, heterosexual people, just to fuck with them. Because they now I just be like, hey, hetero
You
people.
said, hey, hi, heterosexual people.
Yeah, because they like to
My
tease me.
name is Steve.
I mean, read Henny Wise's comment. She said, technically, I'm not a bull dagger. I'm not butch. Okay, I guess I'm feminine. What? No, Henny Wise, I coined that term. Yeah, box cutter. Uh, I'm just happy to be me, and I'm just happy to be able to live and to see another damn day. Okay.
Amen to that. Let the
So,
let the let the box Curtis say.
I can't. Yeah. But
I
yeah,
really
I'd be like when they were having I don't know who it was, but somebody was having some drama and I was like, "Oh man, let me mind my lesbian business. This is hetero drama. Let me get
the heteros are so weird, and the thing is, like, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a monogamous, and I'm not a hetero. Ah, surprise.
Hi,
Um,
wife.
but these hardcore heterosexual people really they scare me. They've always scared me. I'm like you dramatic. I'm like, if you just let yourself go and do whatever you want to do, it'll be okay. But yeah, it there is something about hetero ex, extreme heteros. I'll say that extreme.
I'm scared of extreme daggers sometimes. Like, okay.
So I, I got.
Like,
I
like,
really got to. I had to run from one in Chicago. I had to run. She liked me a lot, and she couldn't take no for an answer, and that bitch ran fast too. And I was like, "No, I'm sorry, no, I didn't mean to, but I'm cool."
that's when you should instead of running from her, you should have been like aggressive because they're scared of those. A lot of studs. I'm
It
I'm
was
gonna
my
be
first
honest with
time with
you.
a
A lot of
hardcore.
studs, a
It's a
lot of
hard.
studs are scared of aggressive feminines.
Yo, listen, yeah,
You should have
listen.
been
That
like,
was
I'm
my
gonna
first
strap you
time with a hard.
down.
That was my first time with a hardcore stud like that. That was like
Okay, but
that
I'm
was like in
I'm trying to tell
2011
you,
or 12.
in case
And
you decide to go back and time travel to that moment and try to repeat it, you could be like, hey, I like you and I want you. I got my book bag. And watch that bitch run from you.
but it didn't work anymore.
Look,
Because
that'll work these days.
this time, and it was at Pride too, dude. Dude, them ladies were them broads. Excuse me, the broads were getting aggressive, and especially in Chicago. This is when I lived in Chicago, yo. So we're talking about South Side kind of
Yeah,
shit.
they're aggressive. I was on a Facebook like a long time ago. This was like when I was like still closeted. And it was a Facebook group and It's called Chicago Studs and Femmes,
I
and they were
know.
very, very aggressive. And I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna stay closeted for a while. It's like, hell no. Like, but but yeah, Pride is coming up this year, so I'm excited. Well,
Oh,
Afro Pride. I went to a Pride event what last week. I had fun. I went on a date with someone, so we had a good time. It was different. I mean, we were like the only two actual melanated people in there, but besides the workers. And I was kind of pissed because I was like, look, man, like I want to be around like it was nice to be around different people, but it was just you know how Miami is. It's not an issue for me, but I just, when
what
you
is?
think of
I haven't been to Miami in a very long time, so it's been like over 5 years. So even within 5 years, I know the cultures change, and especially with COVID, because more people have been moving down there. And I
right,
know economics, what's going on down there is ah
yeah, it
correct.
is, and it's kind of pissing me off because I recently put a down payment on a house,
Mhm.
and now I'm being told that the housing market is fucked up, and I'm kind of pissed because I want my house. I want my house. I'm grown. I'm not like in my 20s. I'm not like, I'm 33. I want to be like one of the first people in
Right.
my family to have their own home. So, like, come
Keep
on, we're
going,
quick here.
going. You're gonna get it. Keep going. You're manifesting it, sweetheart.
Oh,
You're
I've been manifesting it. And then sometimes I get a little bit frustrated because, as a master manifester, human design, we could have a conversation about that because I love talking about astrology and human design and how it affects us as in this lifetime.
mhm.
So when I speak things into existence, it happens, but when long-term things come about, I realize that I have to kind of like put it out there, work on it hard, and I've been working my ass off for
Because
that situation, but like, dude, really? The minute I say that, I'm ready to continue to grow, continue to be more independent, the market is fucked. And I'm kind of mad.
because we're millennials, sweetheart. We're bound to get fucked.
I'm trying to lay down some damn generational wealth here for my little
I
one.
know, right?
So she ain't got to worry about, having to worry about, oh, I got to
I
get a
have no
house.
kids yet, dude. I'm close, but I have no kids yet because I'm still trying to take things a little bit more responsible because the way I was raised was that way.
Mhm.
And so I'm still trying to continue it, yet holy fucking goddamn, even when you make a certain amount or you're trying to catch up, you can't catch up.
Yeah, cost of living has gone up.
Yeah. And
And the
it's just
reason why it's gone up is because of a WAR, but that's how it is.
yeah. And it's really funny to me because, like, I don't like to talk politics in the black sector because there's a lot of ignorant, stupid motherfuckers in here that don't understand politics, who never take a motherfucking civics class. You stupid, ignorant motherfuckers.
Teach them. Stop calling them out their names. Just teach them. Maybe if you be your little gentle self, be like, this is this. Make a little
And
PowerPoint.
so, have you seen some? I have like over like 100 videos where I've talked about certain things. Catch up.
You know what? Look, put something in your title and say, I'm gonna drag this bitch and watch like 100 people come to your channel.
Well,
And just be like,
well,
here we
no,
go. Here's the lesson.
I'm gonna drag this bitch. Let's read from Huffington Post, shall we?
What can we do
No,
to save money?
but usually on my shows, I do start with reading something about what happens in the day or putting some news out there about what's going on. So I usually open up that way. Uh,
Hmm.
but that's what that's why I'm calling this a 420 special because I'm also putting out there information about it's not just about getting high.
Yeah.
So that's also why I'm doing this as well.
Did
'Cause
you? I have a question. Did you see that video of the little boy who got kind of manhandled by the police over a bag of fucking Doritos?
not yet.
Yeah. I mean, the little boy said he didn't steal the Doritos, but you didn't have to like manhandle him like that. I mean,
I can't stand watching this shit.
yeah, it's like when I go on like my Instagram, I just post my shit, check my DMs, and then I'm off. I'm not doing the whole scrolling. I can't.
I can't. It's constant and constant. What I don't like also as well is I will say this. I don't like how Black Death is starting to sell.
Hmm.
It's not making change. It's just selling. I don't like that, and I see that. Because we saw that a lot in 2020 with George Floyd. And we're seeing that within what's going on in our movement. I fucking hate that shit, but that's why what we do as a community is get together and try to fight and do whatever we can. But it's I don't know, I don't know. I use this as an escape, YouTube,
Hmm.
but then I do run into certain people that I'm like, "Ooh, if we were in the real world, I don't know if we could have a conversation." Or I'm just gonna be like the Beatles and let it be.
I can't because it's fucked up. Like I'll give you another prime example. Okay, this is gonna get dark, but
Let's get dark.
a guy got arrested. A black man got arrested for R wording baby twins. They didn't manhandle him. I would have manhandled the shit out of this motherfucker. But you manhandle an 8-year-old over a bag of Doritos? You see the fucking comparison and contrast?
Uh-huh.
That shit pisses me the fuck off. Like, you manhandle a child, but you won't manhandle a motherfucker who harmed a child. And I don't know, maybe it's because this is sacrifice season, so yeah. Uh, uh, uh,
Racist.
uh, yeah, I would be quiet now, but yeah, it's messed up. You know, it's like an unending cycle. Like one minute we have a pandemic, then we have a war, and then it's like people are being demonically possessed to go and harm innocent people, and then we have law enforcement that's supposed to be protecting us doing these type of things to our children, but
Ooh,
protecting the
can I add
perpetrator.
something else within that? And then we have people worried about Will Smith and Chris Rock's slap rather than what's actually going on in the real world when gas prices are going high and you're blaming inflation because of the president when it's not because of that. Keep going.
It's all distraction. And then, I also saw a video of a woman. She went into the grocery store. She stole all these groceries, and she didn't have the money to pay for it. And the people were trying to stop her, and they were recording her and stuff. People are stealing gasoline.
That's
Then some gas station had their gas rate set at 45 cents, and like that made big news. But I'm like, why would you guys make that news? Like, you could have kept that on the hush and helped somebody who needed gas. But I get it, I get it. We're still in Pluto retrograde, so
yeah.
we're actually about to enter it.
Well,
A
this
lot
is
of.
why people in our sector should actually really fucking read a book. God damn it. On that note, I'm going to go.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to blow your high.
What? You didn't blow my high? Dude, no way. You didn't blow my high.
I was
I'm
making
hungry.
sure. I was just like, that's been on my
I'm
mind like
hungry.
all day.
I have some sushi that I want to eat.
Okay, I'll let you go eat your sushi. I know. I get it.
But let's give it for this is EXO, and please subscribe to her channel as well. Uh please put
Thank
yourself out
you.
there, sis.
I'm everything XO. I'm a lesbian CC who worships the devil allegedly. Subscribe or don't subscribe. I don't give a fuck. This is my outlet. So.
That
But
wasn't
anyway,
that wasn't the devil sign that I put up, you guys. That wasn't. So don't get scared, black people. I'm from the suburbs. I just learned that from Ozzy Osbourne videos.
everybody
I like
like
Ozzy Osbourne.
I like when he ate the bat's head and drunk its blood.
Fuck at the moon. Oh
I'm about to go listen to some rock.
God. And
Good
she's
night.
off, ladies and gentlemen.
Alrighty, good night.
Good
Have a good
night.
evening. Thank you for
Bye.
having me. Bye.
Thank you. Yay. Oh, I love EXO. She was here. That was so fun, you guys. I don't care if it was like -1 wind chill. There's such thing. But that was really fun. Thank you, EXO, everything EXO, you guys. I'm gonna go because I actually am hungry and I actually do have sushi chilling. Happy 420, you guys. Oh, let's post that. Yay! And oh, shout out to Pennywise being up in here. So I don't have anything dirty to say, but I probably said Kimmy a lot. But let's just say this before we go, y'all. Let's be nice and humble thyself, you guys. Be nice. People bite and seasons change. People change. See, I'm not gonna say, but so long, farewell. I'll meet you in the end. So long, farewell. I'll get you.